how are you? This is it. This is what you're going to get. Alright. There's a couple things I want to address before I get into my cooking. I lost the train of thought for a minute there. Look, I've been getting a lot of comments about my Instant Pot. Yes, I use it quite often. Nothing wrong with that. My life gets a little busy and I need a little bit of a helping hand. Who doesn't these days? If you don't like the Instant Pot videos, you don't have to watch them. If you like the videos of me cooking or showing what I'm cooking, then you're gonna have to deal with the fact that that's what I choose to cook in. Yes, I do use my oven. I do use my stove. It's just sometimes the Instant Pot is what I go to, and that's what I'm going to today, is the Instant Pot. Should it matter what people say? No, not really. But when you're constantly telling me that I'm always cooking with my Instant Pot, yes, I do. It's what I'm comfortable with. It's what I choose to do. That is my choice. Alright, let's get into it, shall we? I decided that I was going to make some sort of navy northern bean and ham soup, and that's only because the ham bone that I have here is starting to get a little old in the freezer, so I gotta do what I gotta do. Plus I have another ham bone that is in here that I've had in the freezer since Christmas, and it's time to use it before it goes bad. In my pot here, I have some soup beans that come in a package. You know, they're all different beans. But I also want to add some great northern beans to my pot. So I'm going to do that. We're going to add some of those. Hopefully I don't spill it everywhere. I want to add at least about a cup of northern beans. And yes, I know before anybody says anything, you should rinse them, you should soak them. Well, honey, I don't have time for that today. Okay, I just don't have time, so we're going to do it my way, alright? Then I'm going to put, this came in the pack that had the soup bones. It came in the pack, it's called ham flavor. We're going to add that. Or not the soup bones, in the bean. And that was quite a bit of powder in that. We're going to put in our smoked ham bone. And if I can get all of it in here, we're going to put in our regular ham bone. And this was from Christmas. Let's see if I can. Okay, there we go. Got it. Got it all in there. Then we're going to get some water. fill that up until it covers the bones. And that ham seasoning is all that I'm going to use at this moment, because we're going to let this cook for about an hour. We're going to put a little bit more water. Well, actually, we're going to add this can of chicken broth to it. So, if you excuse me, I'm going to get my can opener. Alright, we got the opener. We're going to open up this can of chicken broth. Okay, that is pretty much covering it. And with that, I'm also going to add some bay leaves. I think I'm going to put 2 good-sized bay leaves. We'll do 3 of bay leaves in there, just to give it. They say in some cultures that the bay leaves are good for you after they've been soaking. Good to, I think it has something to do with your blood pressure or something. I don't know, but that's what they say. So we're going to put the lid on this. We're going to put it on soup for 1 hour, and we'll see how it looks from there. Okay, so see you in about an hour. Okay, it has been an hour since we did the beans and the ham bone, and all I did right now is just pull the fat off of the bone, and I'm going to pull this out as much as possible, because it's like falling apart. And we're going to let all this meat cool off before I stick it back into the juice or the liquid. I'm going to leave the bay leaves in there. We're going to pull this smoked meat off of there, or out of there. And there might be some big chunks that I can't get right now. Oh, like this fat. We want to get that out. It has served its purpose. Oop. Dropping things here. It smells wonderful. But now we are going to add some seasonings, and we're going to taste it a bit. I'm just trying to get all this fat out of here now. As much as possible. And then we're going to give it a taste. Just a little bit of a taste. Okay, it doesn't really need very much, maybe a little smidge of some salt. Because with all the flavor of the ham and everything else that's in it, we're going to get a little smidge of salt. Not too much. About 1/4 of a teaspoon, I would say. I don't know, I'm not really good with the measurements on things like that. Then, I think this time I'm going to use some minced garlic. And I think I'm going to use a couple, like I said, we are garlic people in this house, so I'm going to use at least 2 tablespoons of garlic. Mix that all up in there. That should be good. Then I went ahead and I'm going to put in, I found some carrots in the fridge, and so I'm going to be using these little baby carrots from the fridge, and I'm going to put that in there. And in my chopper here, I have some onion and some leeks. They've been rinsed and chopped in here. And I have a pretty large onion in here. We obviously love the taste of it. We're going to make that, stir that up. So far we have a little bit of navy beans, some soup beans, some carrots, some onions, and some leek. Of course, I use leek with almost anything when I have it. Then in this bag I have some celery flakes, because I don't have any celery, so I'm going to use what we have. So I'm going to pour about a tablespoon or so of celery flake. Mix that up. And like I said, I'm going to leave the bay leaves in here until the very end. Now, in the fridge, I have some broccoli and cauliflower that were from the freezer, and I'm not going to put that in, but I am going to peel the meat off the bone, and I'll be back. Alright, so I put back all the meat. We have the onions, the leeks, the carrots, and in a little bit, after this runs for at least 15 minutes to soften the vegetables, you know, the onions and the carrots, because everything else is in here. We got the beans, we got the meat, we got the carrots, everything is in here. We're going to add the pasta to it, and the pasta that we're going to add is called orzo pasta, and they kind of look like small little bits of rice. Is what they kind of look like. So These only take a few minutes, and in the Instapot it's only going to take a few minutes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let the vegetables cook. I added some garlic, some salt, a little bit of pepper I put in here while I was cutting up the meat. And that, my friends, should be it. After we add the broccoli and the cauliflower. And remember, the broccoli and cauliflower are frozen, so it literally is just going to take like 2 minutes, not even, to heat that up in here. You could even take the lid off and let it just heat in. You know, put the vegetables back in here. Put the broccoli and cauliflower, especially if you're going to use it from the freezer. Put the lid back on and just let it sit for like 2-3 minutes, enough for the vegetables to heat up because they've been thawing in the fridge, so they're going to be soft by the time I throw them in here. I'm just throwing them in here for color and flavor, basically. Plus I wanted some. So we're going to get this lid on, and we're going to get these vegetables cooking for at least, it is now going on 5 o'clock, so we're at least going to cook these vegetables for at least 15 minutes. Alright, so in 15 minutes we'll come back and we'll throw in the other stuff and let it all cook. I decided that I was going to put the put in the pasta and the frozen vegetables that are sitting in the fridge thawing. We're going to throw that in with the pasta. We're going to cook it for another 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, because you have to remember, even though it says to cook for 9 to 10 minutes on the box, you cut that in half, so I'm saying roughly about 4 minutes. Maybe even a little less. So, alright, we'll be back. Alright, we are back. So, we're going to open up the pot. This is after the vegetables have been cooked. We let the stuff sit. Okay, everything has been cooked in here. Vegetables are soft. So, at this point, we're going to try to fish out the bay leaves. And try to get them out of here, if I can find them. They like to hide. Them naughty little bay leaves. Oh, big chunk of meat there. Well, I can only get one, but maybe as I serve it up. Okay, now I'm going to add my cauliflower and broccoli into it, because I simply just wanted it. Well, I wanted it for 2 reasons: for the flavor and for the color. So we have some carrots and cauliflower and broccoli. And then I'm going to add a cup of orzo pasta. And we're going to put that in there. And they don't get very big or anything like that. I'm just simply putting it in the place of rice. Even though I do have rice, but I kind of wanted some pasta. And I did buy 2 boxes of this stuff to not sit in my cupboard. So, we're going to do that. And then the soup will be done. And I'll serve up a bowl and let you know what it tastes like, or even what it looks like. And this is only going to take about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to do it for like 3 minutes to make sure that the pasta is fully cooked, and then the soup will be done. So we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to set this for 3 minutes. Let's get it on for 3 minutes, and then I'll come back. Alright, here we are. Last final stage of making this soup. Hallelujah. Okay, here we go. Take off the lid here. Give it the old, check this out. Looks yummy. Might have been a minute or two longer for the vegetables, but the rice is definitely done. You know that the meat is definitely done. Carrots, onions. Oh, we just lost it. Here it is. Let's get the bay leaf. See, I knew eventually I'd find it. There should be another one in here floating. But I'm sure when I get ready to bag it up or store this up for tomorrow's dinner, I'll find the other bay leaf. But anyways, we're going to give this a little bit of a taste-a-roo here. We have some ham and pasta, and looks creamy. Looks actually very yummy. Here is the bowl of very hot oh yeah. Oh yes. That is excellent. Excellent bowl of soup on a nice cool night. We'll serve up the hubby his bowl of soup there. Good. Put some liquid in there. Gotta have the liquid, huh? There you go. Alright, so that is it. We're gonna serve this up. The only thing I forgot to do was some nice hard crust of bread. That would be excellent with this, but I don't have any. The ones I have, I don't know. I had some, it's wheat bread that I made not too long ago, but I don't know. It's not hard crusted anymore, so time to make some new hard crusted bread. But we're going to enjoy our soup, and that is it for that is it for today. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Saturday, y'all. See you in the next one.